The federal government says it is set to amend its relevant statuses and code to enforce the operational conditions of Twitter in Nigeria and other social media platforms. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, disclosed this in Cairo at a meeting with his counterpart, Egypt's Minister of Communication and Information Technology, Dr. Amir Talat. The meeting was on the sidelines of a bilateral discussion with African Export-Import Bank on how Nigeria can access funding to support its growing creative industry. Mohammed had led some private sector stakeholders involved in digital switchover to Afrexim Bank to assist them on how they can source funds to complete the wholly private sector financially driven project. In his interaction with Salat, the minister disclosed that Nigeria was amending its National Broadcasting Act and Broadcasting Code to ensure that all online platforms operating in the country must comply with stipulated conditions. Mohammed said the decision was born out of the recent developments on suspension of Twitter operations in the country and the agreement reached before the suspension was lifted. The beauty of the engagement with Twitter is immense. Whatever applies to Twitter will apply to all other social media platforms, be it WhatsApp, Facebook, or any other. This is why we'll be having a retreat to amend the NBC Act and the NBC Code to incorporate these new gains we made with the engagement with Twitter, it said. On the agreements reached with Twitter, which the minister said will be applicable to other online platforms, it said the microblogging site had agreed to open the Nigerian office within the first quarter of 2022. It said Twitter agreed to appoint a designated country representative within 1 month of lifting its suspension, while its global policy team will also be available to engage directly with the government. Similarly, the Partner Support Portal provides a direct channel for the government to engage Twitter staff to manage prohibited content, it said. Also speaking, the Egyptian minister said his country had similar challenges in the area of dissemination of policies and programs of government. He said he was a recent victim of a fake news report which was very devastating to him. To combat the menace, it said a department was established in the office of the Prime Minister where they monitor on an hourly basis what kind of fake news was being cooked up. It said the government would immediately react to such news by giving the truthful perspective to the issue.